Today I will show you an important step when carrying out bidirectional insertion loss test for Telstra Wideband. This is to zero out your leads before you start carrying out tests. This video will benefit anyone who is using the excellent Viavi bidirectional OTDRs for Telstra Wideband. Firstly, I'll explain why this is required. In a traditional method carrying out an insertion loss test, a power meter and light source is used. Both the power meter and light source would have a patch lead connecting them to the fibre under test. However, the characteristics of this patch leads must not be used in the result of the test, so before proceeding the two units would need to be referenced side by side to cancel out the attenuation of the test leads. Now imagine that a fibre has been connected from the exchange to the customer premises. This could be short or very long fibre run. With the traditional power meter and light source method, the two meters would need to be referenced before proceeding with the test. This is not always easy to do if there's a long distance between the exchange and the premises. You would then have to use another referenced power meter and light source to conduct the test in the other direction. A much simpler method would be to use two fibre complete OTDRs from Viavi. With these you can carry out full automated bidirectional insertion loss, optical return loss and OTDR traces. By using the loopback reference method means you do not need a second unit to reference your lead. However, to carry this out you need a Viavi OTDR with a built-in power meter and a non-reflective tips. There is another option to carry out side-by-side testing if preferred. You will still need the power meter and the tips for insertion loss and optical return loss testing. If you do not have a power meter on your mainframe, then you can still use this method to carry out insertion loss testing, but not optical return loss. So please keep this in mind if you're thinking of using it with the MTS 5800. Okay, in the second part to the video, we're going to show you how to reference your launch lead. From the home screen, we make sure the Fibre Complete icon on the far right is highlighted yellow. We press the toggle button and select Results. The first action to take is clear any references that may be in there already, so let's select the clear reference just to make sure we've done that. So in the top right hand side of the screen we're going to select Take Reference, and we see the two types of references that we discussed earlier. Loopback is our preferred method and that's what we're going to cover in today's video, so I select Loopback. You will notice a diagram indicating you to connect the OTDR port to the built-in power meter. So you need to have inspected your launch lead connector and the port of the OTDR with a fibre scope before connecting the launch lead to avoid damaging the port of your OTDR. You can now take the other end of your launch lead, plug that into the power meter and press OK to start. The second and final step is now to take the launch lead from the power meter and attach the non-reflective connector to the end of the fibre. You'll find this in the black case in your kit. If you're connecting the SC APC, you'll need this connector with a through adapter. Again, always remember to inspect both the non-reflective tip and the end of the fibre again before connecting them both together. Again, the diagram on the OTDR shows one end of the fibre connected to the SC APC port and the other end to the non-reflective tip. Now this has been set up, press OK to start. This will take a few seconds to complete. And that's all there is to it. There's no need to reference again until you change your patch or launch lead. You are now free to carry out bidirectional insertion loss tests with all other self-referenced Fibre Complete OTDRs. So thank you for watching today, and I hope you learned something. If you need any more help, then please give our customer support line a call. Our next video will be covering off how you actually set your OTD up to do the full bidirectional, automated or manual testing. So catch you then. Till next time, goodbye.